Welcome to World of Books. Today we're diving into Passion Struck, 12 powerful principles to unlock your purpose and ignite your most intentional life, written by John R. Miles. John R. Miles is not only an author, he's also a thought leader, a podcast host, and someone who has devoted his life to helping people break free from living on autopilot and instead design a life of true meaning, purpose, and passion. In this audiobook-style summary, we'll explore the major ideas from his work. Together, we'll uncover why so many of us feel stuck, what it really means to live with intention, and how we can ignite passion in our everyday lives. So sit back, relax, and imagine this not as a lecture, but as a personal conversation about creating the life you've always wanted. Let's begin. Part 1. Why we get stuck. John R. Miles begins by pointing out something we all feel at some point, that nagging sense of being stuck. Life starts to feel like it's on repeat. We wake up, go through our routines, handle responsibilities, and before long, weeks, months, and even years pass. And yet deep down, something feels off. We're moving, but not moving forward. We're alive, but not fully living. Miles calls this condition living unstuck. It's when fear, routine, and distraction take over, and our true passions are buried. He reminds us that most people don't live their lives with intention. They drift. And drifting is dangerous because it keeps us from ever realizing our potential. This is where his core message begins. You don't have to drift. You can choose passion. You can choose intention. You can design your life. Part 2. The power of intention. When we shift into intention, something profound happens. Instead of letting life happen to us, we begin shaping it. Miles explains that intention is not just setting goals or making to-do lists. Intention is about aligning your daily actions with your deeper values. It's about asking, what really matters to me? Who do I want to become? For example, let's say you value creativity. Living intentionally means you make space in your life for art, writing, or problem solving, not just when you have time, but as a priority. This is where Miles emphasizes that intentionality requires clarity. If you don't know what matters to you, you'll constantly be pulled into what matters to everyone else. And so, the journey to becoming passion-struck begins with self-reflection, discovering your true north. Part 3. Identity and self-discovery. Next, Miles guides us into the world of identity. He argues that passion is impossible without knowing who you are. Too many of us define ourselves by outside labels, our jobs, our achievements, or the expectations of others. But these external labels are fragile. Lose a job, fail at a project, or disappoint someone, and suddenly your identity crumbles. Miles challenges us to go deeper. Your identity, he says, should be built from your core values and your inner calling. That's the part of you that doesn't change with circumstances. Here's a simple exercise he suggests. Ask yourself, if no one were watching, if there were no rewards or recognition, what would I still love to do? That answer, that quiet truth, is a clue to your authentic self. And when you act from this core identity, passion follows naturally. Part 4. The role of passion. Now let's talk about passion itself. Miles makes it clear that passion isn't just about excitement or hobbies. It's about sustained energy directed towards something that matters deeply to you. It's what gives. Part 6. The role of resilience. Of course, no passionate life is free of obstacles, and that's why resilience is at the heart of becoming passion-struck. Miles tells us that setbacks aren't signs of failure. They're stepping stones. What defines us is not whether we fail, but how we respond. Resilience comes from reframing challenges. Instead of saying, why is this happening to me? We ask, what can I learn from this? How can I grow? He also highlights the importance of community. Having people around you who encourage you, challenge you, and remind you of your potential makes resilience possible. Passion is powerful, but passion supported by others is unstoppable. Part 7. The danger of distraction. One of the great enemies of passion is distraction. We live in a world filled with endless scrolling, constant notifications, and an economy built on capturing our attention. Miles warns that distraction is not just stealing our time, it's stealing our lives. He encourages us to take back control by being intentional about our attention. This could mean setting digital boundaries, creating quiet time for reflection, or simplifying commitments so that energy is directed toward what matters most. After all, passion requires focus. Without focus, our energy leaks into 100 directions, leaving us exhausted but unfulfilled. Part 8, Transformation and Becoming Passion Struck. All of these principles, intention, identity, passion, discipline, resilience, and focus, come together in transformation. Miles describes becoming passion-struck as shifting from drifting through life to deliberately shaping it. It's the difference between living on autopilot and living awake. Transformation doesn't happen overnight. It's a gradual process of realignment, choosing again and again to honor your values, pursue your passions, and live with intention. And here's the most empowering part. This isn't just about achieving success. It's about fulfillment. It's about waking up every day excited because you know you're living authentically. Part 9, Living an Unstuck Life. In the final chapters, Miles reminds us of the ultimate reward, an unstuck life. To live unstuck means to no longer be held down by fear, by distraction, or by other people's expectations. It means you've built a life that feels like it's truly yours. And when you live unstuck, you don't just benefit yourself, you inspire others. Your passion becomes contagious. Your intentional living becomes an example for family, friends, and even strangers. That's the ripple effect of becoming passion-struck. You don't just change your own life, you change the world around you. So to recap, John R. Miles in Passion Struck offers us a roadmap out of drifting and into intention. He shows us that passion isn't accidental, it's intentional. It's built through clarity, identity, habits, resilience, and focus. Becoming passion-struck is not about chasing fleeting excitement. It's about creating a deeply meaningful life, lived on purpose. This is World of Books. If you enjoyed this journey through John R. Miles's Passion Struck, don't forget to subscribe, share, and like. Until next time, keep living with passion.